Guys, this is Derek with Craft Design Builds. I am here to give you a tour of our work trailer. Let's do it. Alright, so here we are at the trailer. I built this about 2 months ago and it has been an absolute lifesaver ever since. This is based off the Ron Paulk trailer designs, which I adapted a little bit to fit my trailer. So these 4 drawers are about 70 inches long. Top drawer I keep some shims in and some waters. This might change as the trailer starts to fill up a little bit more, but considering it's pretty new, it's not empty, but it's close. Track saws in the bottom. This drawer is pretty much empty. I just keep a hydraulic jack in there and an extra push stick. 2 clamps. Most of my clamps are on the job site or in the shop, but it's a great space for storing those big, bulky bar clamps. So bottom left here I keep my Stabilo levels, just keeps them out of the way and out of harm's way. This drawer is awesome. It's about 8 feet long. I keep the DeWalt stand in there, an easy up in case of inclement weather, some drywall mud, some oil primer, and a couple demo tools. That drawer is just too heavy to close right now. So this shelf is the money maker. I keep all of my just grab and go bits and stuff on these rare earth magnets, an extra tape, chalk lines, extra chalk, a ton of pencils, a small notebook and Sharpies. So moving on to the battery section. So this trailer is powered, so the batteries just charge in the trailer, which is great, so you don't have to bring them in and set them up every day. This is a tool storage. Everything is labeled and everything goes back in the same place. Again, it's just really easy to grab and go with this stuff. Nothing is in a case. There's no opening required. These are my trim guns, biscuit joiner. I have a corded recip saw and a cordless. My track saw in the worm drive. I like to keep some rags and buckets on hand in case there's a little bit of painting to do or wiping glue for trim. The laser level just fits up there nicely, and you can see the electrical plugs. I like to keep a couple reference books on hand just in case. I haven't needed them yet, and well, I don't want to jinx it. So hand tools in the top drawer. This is mainly stuff that comes in and out of my tool belt often. Again, it's just really nice to grab and go, and everything goes back in the same place so you know where it is. So I build a lot of cabinets and I install a lot of cabinets. So this is all my cabinet supplies, hinge jig, 3/32 inset door spacers. This is the safety drawer. I have knee pads, an extra first aid kit, a ton of gloves, a ton of earplugs, and a lot of replacement batteries. This is my nail drawer. This is a really heavy drawer, and I usually don't like to keep this many nails in it, but the job I'm on right now is pretty substantial, so I kind of just stocked up. This drawer is empty for growth. This is the surface prep drawer. I keep fillers, sandpaper, Bondo, tapes. I have a refill kit for the Type Bond 2, some window butterflies and flashing tape. Now this is the adhesive drawer. I have 4 things stocked up and full of Type Bond 2, some 2B10, some toothbrushes actually for wiping glue out of crown molding. This is the router bit drawer. Now I just got this kit off Amazon. I think it was probably $80, but they're not great bits, but they're great to get you out of a jam. So here I keep a full socket set with Allen wrenches, hand planes, and my chisels. Rebate plane, and that's a honing stone underneath there. This is just kind of miscellaneous drill bits. I have my Forstner bit set, countersinks, center punches. Moving on to these pretty poor. This is a plumbing drawer. I just keep a pipe cutter and some 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch shark bites. The electrical drawer is also pretty bare. Don't do much. Don't really want to touch it. Just some wire nuts and electrical tape. couple compressors. The trash can fits right under that drawer, which is really nice. So that electrical cord is really what powers the trailer. It just drops right through the bottom. Then I just run either a 50-foot or 100-foot extension cord to the house. Tool belt hanger. Actually keep 2 vacuums in the trailer. One to plug into the back of the saws and one just for, really cleanup. So that's an outfeed for the table saw, a rolling stand cart, and moving on to the hardware store. Top is for framing screws. I have some generic screws, a lot of cabinetry screws, pocket screws, trim screws. Now this tool garage is just for a carrying case for taking loads of tools in and out of the trailer. Just some extra consumables there. And here is a vacuum supplies. Here's the other vacuum. Both of these vacuums are great. I would recommend either one of them. Paint supplies. I keep rollers, some primer, blue tape, some stirring sticks, just stuff to really get you out of a jam. This is kind of just miscellaneous hardware. It probably should be an empty drawer, but I did a screen door job a couple months ago and there was some hardware left over, so I kept that. This is a caulks and sealants drawer. I have some extra great stuff for doing windows, some PL Premium, in the go-to big stretch for trim. This is the drywall drawer. I just keep some knives and trowels in there, some sanding blocks. I really don't do much drywall except for patches if absolutely necessary. And she's stuck. I promise that never happens. Templates, I just keep extras in here. I have a fast cap knuckle bender, Ryobi hinge jig, which is actually good to my dismay. Some Collins clamps and crown holders. Now I do a lot of cabinets and renovations in occupied spaces, so I keep a lot of shipping blankets on hand. That's the DeWalt Compact 8 1/4 and the DeWalt 12-inch slider, T-square up there. And these are great. These are just spice containers I bought from a restaurant depot for about 79 cents a piece. That's as compared to the Viewtainers, which are probably about $7 a piece. So the cost difference is huge, and these work just fine, and they don't break. So I have some extra magnets there just for grab-and-go bits that maybe I don't use quite as often. But like I said, this trailer is fantastic. It didn't take that long to put together, probably about 40 hours, and I think it's definitely going to save me 40 hours.